everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another video. Welcome back all my lovely regular viewers, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So as normal today, it's a Glitterbels tutorial, but at the beginning of this video I showed the nail in two different finishes. So I did a matte finish and I did a gloss finish. I love matte nails, but I don't know, I think maybe this set was better glossy, so you can let me know what you think in the comments below. So I saw this set on Instagram a while ago. It was from @Jenny's Nails, I think it was. I will pop her name, obviously in the description box below. I always do my own little sort of take on things and add little extra bits just to make it my own. So I'm starting off with Pinkerbel cover on the ring finger, and this is going to be an extended nail bed, and then I will go in and do sort of like the 3D French. So as Pinkerbel cover is a core powder with Glitterbels, you normally don't need to go in and cap them, but obviously because I'm going to be doing something like the 3D French, I will be capping the nails as I go along. Moving on now to the pointer finger, and this is going to be another extended nail bed using the Pinkerbel cover. So when I'm doing an extended nail bed, I always put the first bead I put down, that is the bead that I'm going to shape the smile line with. And once you get that the shape that you want, then you can move on and do your apex and your cuticle bead. You always just want to try and make sure you get that smile line correct first. I will obviously be going in once it's cured with a hand file and just crisping it up so that whenever I put the colour up against it, it's going to be nice and crisp and clear. So in with the cuticle bead now, and you can see I'm working it fairly wet. I've got my finger pointed downwards because I want gravity to do its thing and just make sure that that acrylic does not flood into my cuticles and into my side walls. So whenever I moved on to the little finger, I kind of noticed that some of the colours that I picked from Glitterbels, I needed something a little bit brighter. So I'm going in with, this is Smoked Purple by Not Polish, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous colour. So I just thought that this colour just give it that extra little pop. So at the cuticle area on the little finger, I have went in with Parma Violet. So it's a very, very soft colour, Parma Violet, and I do go in and change it at the end. So I just think that it's a little bit too, I don't know, I think for this set it made it look a little bit dirty, so I went in with a gel polish over it just to kind of give it like a nail bed colour. So instead of doing the marble with putting the wet beads on, I'm just going to do, it's almost like a tie-dye that I'm doing. So I'm going in with each colour very, very wet and just spreading it around the nail where I want it to go. And then this part of the nail is going to be clear. So I'm just going in with clear glass slippers, and I'm just adding these little hearts and stars just to the nail, just to give it a little bit of bling. Moving on now to the middle finger, and this is going to be a full tie-dye effect nails. So you can see that bruise on my nail is slowly just working its way down, and I've put the Parma Violet in at the cuticle area, but I kind of, yeah, it just makes it look even worse. So I do go in at the end of the video and add some rhinestones just along that cuticle cuff area there, just to kind of cover over that Parma Violet. I don't even know why I picked that colour, because it's a very, very pale colour and you need to work really, really concentrated with it. So you have to work with it really, really dry. So it's not really one that's perfect for up around the cuticle area. If you have got Parma Violet and you love it, sorry, it's not one of my favourites, but I do always like to, you know, kind of try all the colours and yeah, just give my own point of view. Next colour I'm going in with is Magenta Violet, which is, I think it's a couple of shades darker than the Petal Candy, so it's a really, really gorgeous pinky colour. Now I'm going in with Royal Blue. Again, I use Shark a lot, which is a really, really bright blue, but this one would be maybe a shade or two just paler than it, so it's still a gorgeous, gorgeous blue. And then I went in with Lilac, again working really, really wet with all these colours because I just wanted to have that tie-dye effect. So in now with the smoked purple, I definitely think I definitely am glad that I brought this colour into this set, because the other colours are literally just so muted. So I think that smoked violet just gives it a little pop. So I'm just going to go ahead and work all the colours down to the free edge, and then I will go in and add some more little hearts, stars and some glitter. So I just went back and added a little bit more of the Parma Violet and some of the Magenta Violet up around the cuticle area, and now I'm getting in with Rainbow Crush. I love Rainbow Crush because no matter what colour that you have underneath it, it is different every time, so I absolutely love it. So I've put a little bit of glass slippers on the nails as well, just to make sure that those little hearts and stars that I'm putting on will just sort of grip hold of it and keep them in place for when I go to cap them all in glass slippers. Onto the thumbnail now, and this is going to be the same as the middle finger. So instead of going in with the Parma Violet, I went in with some of the Lilac up at the cuticle area, because I just thought that the Parma Violet just didn't, I don't know, it just made it look dirty, I think. So I'm just going to work all those colours again down to the free edge, and then I'll go in and place some more of the hearts, broken gold, one of my faves, and some of those little stars, as well as the Rainbow Crush. So now that I've got all the coloured acrylic on the rest of the nails, I'm going back to the fingers that have the extended nail beds. I'm getting in with my Glitterbels metal board file and I'm just going to crisp up those smile lines and then I can go in with the colour. Before I went in with my hand file though, I did cover over my acrylic pots just to make sure none of that filing dust gets in and contaminates them. So now that all the smile lines are nice and crisp, I'm just giving them a wipe over with some alcohol just to remove any of that filing dust. Now I'm going to go in with some gel polish. The first one is You're Beautiful, I can't speak today. You're Beautiful by Glitterbels, and the other two I'm using are from Halo and it's called Blue and Orchid. So taking my detailer brush, I'm going in with the blue up around that smile line. I'm going to place it right up against the wall of that smile line and then I'll bring it down into a smile line of its own. Cure it and then I'll go in with some clear acrylic. One thing I will say about doing the 3D French effect is it takes forever. So you definitely couldn't do a full set of this. You would literally be there for hours and hours. So for me, I would do maximum 2 on a set. That would be it, because you'll see how long these take. But they are really, really nice whenever they're finished. So now that the gel polish has been cured, I'm going to go ahead and cap it with the glass slippers. So I'm only going to put the clear where the colour is, and then once that's cured, I'll file it up again into the shape of the smile line and apply my next colour. While I'm waiting on the ring finger to cure, I'm going to go ahead and put the colour down on the pointer finger. So this colour that I'm using is called You're Beautiful, and it's from Glitterbels, and it's one of my favourite. I absolutely love it. This and Mint Choc Chip. Love them. So you probably have noticed a difference in the, I don't know, maybe there's a bit more echo in this part of the video. I've had to change rooms to complete this voiceover. I don't know, I just don't like to do it in front of anybody, so I like to be in a wee room of my own, and I try and get it in whenever either my husband's in the garage or out, but he came back before I had it finished, so I've had to change rooms. So sorry that this bit is a little bit out of frame. I'm just capping it in the glass slippers, and then I'll wait until that cures, and then I'll be able to shape that smile line up. But while I'm waiting on that one, the first one that I did will probably be cured and ready to go. So going back now to the ring finger to crisp up that second smile line that I've done, but before I do that, I'm going to cover over my acrylic pots again. So I'm just going to recreate another smile line, just crisping it right up, just getting it ready for the next colour. So you want to make sure that you have a wall, a definite wall when you're doing the 3D French. You want to make sure that it's nice and flat and that you can bring that gel polish colour up, right up the whole length of that wall. So this time I'm putting the colour on a little bit different. Instead of bringing it down into a smile line, I'm going to bring it down into a very, very exaggerated chevron. There's so many different ways that you could do the 3D French. It doesn't have to always be a smile line, so you could bring it down in like the points like I'm doing here. You could bring it down into a smaller chevron. You could do square, rectangle, circles, whatever your imagination can think of. So I've went ahead and cured that gel polish in my lamp for 30 seconds, and now I'm going to cap it all in the glass slippers. So I will bring it down to the shape of almost like a triangle, a point, what am I trying to say? Almost like a stiletto shape. And then I'll take my file and file it nice and crisp, ready for the last colour. So I am going to go ahead and crisp up this smile line, ready for my next colour. I'm sure you've gathered by now just how long these 3D fringe nails actually take to do, so you can see why I would really only do a maximum of 2 per set. I'm going to let you go ahead and watch the rest of the 3D French nails being done, and I'll come back at the end. To keep the video not too long for you guys, I'm also going to skip the filing and shaping in the video, and we'll go straight to adding the rhinestones. finally finished doing those 3D French effect nails, so I'm going to go ahead now and cap the rest of the nails in glass slippers. I'm only going to show the thumb being capped though, just to keep the length of the video down, and as I said earlier, I'm not going to show any of the filing and shaping. I'm just going to go straight to the rhinestone placement. When capping over your coloured acrylic with your clear glass slippers, you want to make sure that you're not doing it too thick or too thin. If it's too thin, you're going to buff into that acrylic colour. So also, because when you're working with coloured acrylic, you work really wet and really thin. So you want to make sure that you can build up your apex okay and that your nail is structurally sound. So all the filing and shaping has been done. I'm just giving them a quick wipe over with some alcohol before I go in with my white gel art paint and do some fluffy clouds. To do the clouds, I'm taking my dotting tool and the bigger end of the dotting tool, and I'm just placing about 4 or 5 dots just kind of in an arch shape, and then I'll take my flat gel brush and I'll just feather it out, just making the clouds look so much softer. Back to the ring finger, and I'm just going to outline one of the smile lines in this lovely gold. I think it's, the brand is, let me just check. What is the brand? Savvyland. So yeah, I'm seeing this brand sort of pop up quite a bit recently. So I've got all the different colours in it. I've got the gold, the black, the white, the silver. And they're really, really pigmented, so I do like them. I only got them off AliExpress. I think they were only a couple of pounds each, so yeah, nice and cheap. Again, as always, if I make any mistakes, I leave them in the video because I'm not perfect. I do make mistakes, and it'll just let you see that even someone who's been doing nails for a lot of years, we still make mistakes. Oh my goodness, I am so fussy. Like, they're just 2 gold lines, but oh my goodness, this is taking forever. Yay, top coat time. So the first top coat I'm going to end with is my No Wipe matte top coat from Halo. So you can see the little finger, I did go in and put the gel polish over it just to cover over that Parma Violet because I really, really didn't like it up at the cuticle area. But at the beginning of the video, I put up both a matte set and a glossy set. So you can tell me which one you prefer. I don't know, I do think this one was better in the gloss, even though I absolutely love matte nails. I absolutely love them. Now to add the rhinestones. So I use my rhinestone glue from Tenator. I love it. It's absolutely brilliant. It's like cement. I used to always use either Acrogel, clear Acrogel, or like a thick top coat from Halo. But this is fantastic. You have to apply the rhinestones off. Even these larger ones, it holds them firm. For a change, I'm using a mix of the larger rhinestones as well as the normal rhinestones I put around the cuff, the cuticle area on the nails. As usual, because rhinestones can be a little time consuming, I'm not going to show them all being placed onto the nails because I am placing rhinestones on all 5 nails. And here is the finished set, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, you could go ahead, help support me and my channel by hitting that subscribe button. And if you also hit the notification bell, you'll not miss any more of my videos. And I will be back with another video, so take care. See you soon. Bye.